All right, and I have switched microphones because, well, it was a little bit too hard to hear the other one. So, uh, for those of you who don't remember from the last episode, we are now at the subway station because there was a call that Central rerouted us to, so we're going to go take care of that.
Sir, over here.
I'm Dr.
Sir.
Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We've been assigned as crisis management.
Corpse Bendurian, 4th Network.
Has it gotten any worse?
Not yet, but we've not heard any word since...
Hey, I'm the only one here who hasn't got wiring in his head. Central hasn't had the decency to update me.
Oh, sorry, Charlie.
Well, it's another one, sir.
Another what?
A, bomber.
What do you
Another
mean,
one.
another one?
This is like the 4th this year I know of. Central's been doing its best to keep public awareness down.
I guess it doesn't want public panic about it.
Or it doesn't want people to think we haven't got it under control. So how do you know about it?
I talk to people. I've got a social life, unlike someone.
Burn.
Central marked him when he tripped a chroma sensor. Central locked down the trains and started an evacuation. It looks like he panicked and holed up in one of them.
Anyone in danger? Any hostages?
Central's not mentioned any in the case file. That either means there aren't any.
Or it doesn't consider them sufficiently important. Probably wants the transit running again more than it cares about human life.
Sounds like he was surprised. Didn't have time to take any.
He's not thinking in terms of hostages. He was made as a weapon.
Regis?
He's a biobomber. The explosives are made of... they are his bones.
Bones.
That's how he tripped a DNA sensor. Do we have any support inbound?
Afraid not. There's a select team about 10 minutes out. But Central doesn't give this case a high enough public order cost to warrant it.
You mean it won't send backup because it doesn't want to worry people?
Sorry, Regis. And, you're not gonna like this. Central's just bumped the priority. It wants the suspect neutralized.
Neutralized is a vague term. I'm gonna try to talk him down.
Regis?
It sounds like he's hesitating. I may be able to exploit that, but just in case, get to high ground.
Fine. You probably know what you're doing.
The signal is hope. Don't fire until you hear me say it.
Hope. Got it.
Keep the public away, and run one more check for bystanders in the station. We can't afford casualties if this goes wrong.
Will Central approve of this?
We don't have time to wait and find out. Wish me luck.
All right. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can try to save him, let him blow himself up, or
Hello?
get killed by
Who's there?
Lau.
I just want to talk. I'm unarmed, and I'm opening the doors.
What do you want, heathen?
The sight is distressingly familiar. The brace, the weakened bones, the signs of tampering in a young man that brings back memories long buried. It seems that the best hope would be to leverage what you know about him, try to find some common ground.
You sound like you're from America. Am I right? Texas, I'd guess.
Yes, you're right.
I thought so. I grew up there myself, near Fort Worth. What part do you hail from?
Houston.
I can remember what it's like out there. It's part of why I came here in the first place. I'm Dr. Regis, by the way. Some folk call me Charlie.
Thomas Beckett.
Like the saint. Nice to meet y'all, Thomas.
You know, after living in Texas for a few years, I did not think he sounds like he's a native Texan. But, but that's just my opinion.
So, how do you like the city?
It's a wretched den of sin, like Sodom or Gomorrah.
Well, it's not my favorite, but I wouldn't go that far. I take it you're not here as a tourist.
I'm here to do my duty and strike a blow for the Lord.
Really? We're a long way out from the war here. Whole other continent, in fact.
Yes, I know. But now I'm surrounded, and I must make use of what I have. The fire within me.
How's the scoliosis?
What?
And the osteoporosis, the rickets, and the diabetes?
How do you...
It's a common side effect of sloppy prenatal genetic engineering. That, and having your body lay explosive nitrates in your bones instead of calcium.
It's a test of our faith. Only the truly worthy who can...
Kind
It
of,
shows just how
a
little the
wacky thing
engineers
to
who
do,
made you
but-
cared about your health. They made you to walk and to carry a bomb in your bones. The fact that you're a living, feeling, thinking human was merely an inconvenience.
Dr. Lau set up.
Visibility good. 0 crosswind. Standing by.
There have been times when I've lost faith, but I can't let this be one of them.
I used to work with guys like you, a whole lifetime ago.
The Lord's warriors?
Something like that. Kids who'd been altered, weaponized youth. You've grown up with so many health problems, groomed since birth for a noble sacrifice. But does this seem like the glorious role you were promised?
It is my duty to God to sacrifice myself.
In an empty transit station, thanks to a piece of bad luck?
This wasn't where I was supposed to go. But even the original target, it doesn't seem to fit with God's plan. But
Squeaky.
if I agreed to go with you, I'd have failed in my duty. I'd just be a prisoner in a strange land.
For the Lord hears the needy and does not despise his own people who are prisoners. Psalm 69, verse 33.
You're right. Wherever I am, I'm always in the Lord's sight.
There are more ways to do his work than destruction. We can help you find it. We can probably even fix your bones.
All right. I shall not resist.
Thomas, you've made a wise choice. More importantly, you've made it for yourself.
Yay.
Corpseman, the suspect has surrendered. Take him into custody. Carefully.
Yes, Doctor.
Regis, that was amazing! Central's going to be pissed, though. That was a huge risk.
Screw Central. Come on. We've got work to do. The corpseman can handle it here.
Yeah, with a little help from the bomb squad.
And there you go. That's the easy way of doing things. Alright, this next part...
So,
Kinda
Vanderwall
threw
finally
me through
agreed
a
to
loop.
cooperate?
Yep, said he could give us a head start on the minejacker.
We'd better not keep the man waiting then.
So we're gonna go over here.
You've never struck a...
I'm not so
Oh.
keen on this kind of thing. The mag coil keeping it floating, however.
We're gonna want to get the mag coil.
Nah.
There's something else that we gotta do out here, I think.
Vanderwall, you there? You sure he's in?
He told us to meet him here. Central hasn't logged any departures from this floor since this morning, either.
We haven't got time for this, Gil.
I don't think he's answering.
just
Whoa,
going that
check out
way.
Regis taking the Elliot Ness approach.
We don't have time to hang around outside. I'm just being expedient, as Central puts it.
Whatever. Vanderwall's not going to be happy about you busting his door.
Gil, you in here? Oh, excuse us, miss. I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We're cell agents. Miss, are you all right?
Regis, this is a synth. The look on your face is priceless. It's a very expensive one, but it's still a synth. And apparently out of charge.
Something else about it bothers me more.
I know. I sure hope that isn't blood.
Alright, so we're gonna talk to the food machine.
Hi, I'm Sheppy. What can I get for you?
What are you?
I'm Sheppy, your friendly food helper.
All right, what's this machine you come in?
This masterpiece is the THE Foods Gourmand Range Comestible Synthesizer. It's the best thing since sliced bread, which it even makes.
Sounds like it's trying too hard to be helpful.
I like helping. Helping is fun.
Never mind.
Bye.
Aside from the pipes running to the food machine, the cabinet contains a set of knives and a tube of cooking gel. Alright. Make sure there's nothing else down here that might come in handy. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell happened in here? Did someone get to Vanderwall before he could talk?
Maybe it's a domestic gone bad?
The blackmailer said nothing about this, possibly didn't even expect this themselves. Still, you need to find out what they demanded before the whole apartment is picked apart by forensic drones.
We should check around first.
What?
We need to get a look at it ourselves before the crime scene people wreck it.
Good idea.
Really?
Well, yes.
Who are you and what have you done with Charlie Regis?
What do you mean?
You're unusually cavalier today. You got something on your mind? I mean, I know you don't usually care what Central thinks about regulations, but...
This time, I think it could help us get a lead on our investigation. Besides, all the time we waste, the mindjacker may have found their next victim.
I like this, Regis. Let's get investigating.
You feel glad that Max suggested it and not you. Why can't I read? Now you have the free reign you need to find that device the voice wanted. I'm gonna pick up the hand. I'm gonna pick up this photo because it gives you some useful information. There's supposed to be a fishing pole around here somewheres. Coat hanger. After a couple of tugs, the coat hanger comes loose. There's going to be a control pad right here that you press.
See anything interesting?
There's an empty gun rack in here. Ammunition, maintenance tools, cleaning spray, but no gun.
In their closet?
Maybe it's their outdoor gear. There's fishing equipment in here as well.
Are you taking stuff again?
It might be useful. Call it a hunch.
Alright, so what you're going to do now is combine the fishing pole with
There
the
we
coat
go.
hanger.
Now it's got an enormous hook.
And
There. A
this with
magnet
that?
at the end of a fishing line.
For catching submarines?
if you look at the jacuzzi,
There's something at the bottom of the pool. A pistol?
Our murder weapon?
One of them, maybe. It's too deep to reach.
Not without severely contaminating the
Hang
crime
on.
scene anyway.
alright, sorry about that. Did we get the gun? Alright, so you're going to take the fishing pole, put it in the jacuzzi.
Got it.
The murder weapon?
One of them, anyway. Why is it in the jacuzzi, though?
What we really need is a witness.
Alright, you're going to go back down here. Talk to the drinks machine.
Howdy, partner. What can I get y'all?
There's been a bit of an incident. You don't happen to have seen what went on.
Hey, mister. I don't just go blabbing my customers' secrets like that.
He's bluffing. He never saw anything. You're just bitter you never left that wall.
Hey, it's a fine job I have here. I ain't seen nothing since Mr. Vanderwall got his wine out of the rack this evening.
I'll speak to you later.
I'll keep your tab open.
Alright. And I know this is kind of like a walkthrough slash playthrough at this point, but then you want to click on the picture. Right click on it. The back of the photograph has a handwritten note, the wedding August 2071, which we actually skipped the first part. A photograph of two men, the younger Gil and Dekari Vanderwall by an urban river. In the background, the Eiffel Tower is dwarfed by the looming glass skyscrapers. You're going to want to use the cooking gel on the hand. Make it about human temperature. There we go. And you're gonna type in the location itself. Use the hand, and there you go. There's a bunch of numbers right here. You can call them if you want. You're supposed to call S&S Synthetics because the other places are not working properly. You can get an achievement though if you call 10 people at random or call everybody here at random. as well if you want
Stepford
that.
and Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam Stepford speaking. Ah, Mr. Vanderwall. I trust everything is satisfactory.
Mr. Stepford, my name is Dr. Charles Regis. I'm a cell agent.
Oh my, yes. How may I help, Dr. Regis?
I'm investigating the death of one of your clients, Giel Vanderwall.
Oh my, yes. That sounds terrible.
We've got your company's name linked to the synthetic in the apartment.
Oh my, yes. A repurposed IL-240 platform running a BN110187 update cycle. A maid, yes? And a very expensive one it was too, yes?
That looks like the one.
Oh my, yes. He purchased a complete body. Though it looks like he had some afterwork done on it elsewhere, oh yes.
What kind of afterwork?
It looks like the personality was tooled elsewhere, yes. Likely to more particular tastes, yes.
Not something you'd do?
Mr. Regis, this is a family business, oh yes? We simply sell platforms. We cannot be held responsible for alterations thereafter.
The synth in question is powered down. We need to ask it some questions.
It shall need to be revitalized then, oh my yes. Likely it misgauged its own consumption rate, was unable to reach a charging point.
Is there any way to fix it?
Oh my yes, you can remove the power cell from the upper torso. It will be concealed by the pseudodermal layer of outer skin, but this can be removed with a sharp implement.
So, I have to perform surgery.
You will need to remove the power cell and charge it separately. The platform should return to full operation thereafter, oh yes.
That's all I need to know for now.
Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you think we can help, oh my yes.
Alright, so you're going to take that knife that you have,
What are
use
you
it on
up
the
to?
maid,
Just doing some surgery.
and now you've got her power cell. You're going to exit the room. And you're going to use the power cell with the dock over here. And now it's fully charged. Go back into the room and you're going to place it into the maid.
CI wetware system
Systems beginning reboot. Beginning recovery from
critical failure.
basic input-output executing.
MBR unified bootloader executing kernel.
Kernel executing
SBININIT. Calibrating
CI state with
with USD.
Oh, that is better.
Here we go.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Hello?
Ask her some questions.
What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They are the best employers a young French girl could hope to have.
Are they really?
Quite so, monsieur. So loving. And with such exquisite taste.
Wow, they must have got this one customized for sycophancy.
Do you know anyone who might want to hurt them?
Oh no, monsieur. They are beloved by all.
What the hell happened upstairs?
How do you mean, monsieur?
The room's recent redecoration. Shades of Giel everywhere.
And the body of Deko&Krazy Vanderwall, shot to pieces in the tub. Any opinions on this?
Oh, monsieur, I cannot discuss this. I have been told, most strictly, not to discuss what goes on upstairs.
Even if it includes the double homicide of your owner?
I have my orders. What would Monsieur Gale think if I went against him?
Probably not a great deal anymore.
She doesn't quite seem to get what's happened.
Might not have been written with a comprehension of abstracts like death.
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Monsieur, I remember many things. My memory is holographic. But I have Monsieur Gale's confidence to consider.
Even if Cell requires it?
I cannot simply discuss what happens around here without his permission.
He certainly paid for loyalty.
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
Monsieur?
Would you be able to do anything Mr. Vanderwall told you?
Anything?
Anything.
Monsieur, you should not ask such questions. I am just the maid.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
My pleasure to event, monsieur.
Alright, so we're going to go back to the terminal here. You're going to call them back.
Stepford and Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam Stepford speaking.
What can you tell me about this synth?
Everything up until its point of sale, oh my yes. We've recently acquired a number of IL-240 platforms, formerly industrial models. With some cosmetic retooling, they're fit for a great
I
many
think I forgot to
humanoid
ask
roles,
her a
oh
question.
my yes.
Like housework?
Oh my, there are
So we're gonna
It
skip
leaves
through
points,
this real
that's all I-
quick.
Please.
Yeah.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Two men have been killed upstairs. There's blood and human remains all over the room, and all over you. If you weren't directly involved, then you're at least a material witness.
I am sorry, monsieur. I cannot say what happens upstairs. Monsieur Gill, he values his privacy greatly.
How about we take you down to cell and manually pull your memory apart?
Regis, it's a synth. Threatening it won't help.
Why the hell did they get a synth like this?
Surely you realize, monsieur, all the best maids in the world, they are French.
And the best lovers, I hear.
What are you implying, mademoiselle?
I never had Gil down as quite such a francophile.
I am also very discreet, monsieur. When you care for someone's home, there are a lot of things that you hear.
Or do.
Mademoiselle, such slander. And even if true, I would not say. I have Monsieur Gill's confidence to think of.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
Okay,
My
so now I
pleasure
think
to
we can
avert,
call
monsieur.
SS back and be like, she's refusing to cooperate.
Stepford and Liam's.
There we go.
believe this synth to be a material witness, or involved, in a murder.
Oh my, no! How horrific!
It's unwilling to cooperate with us, though. Vanderwall seems to have ordered it to remain silent about certain areas of his home.
Oh my, secrecy is one of many reasons that users opt for non-OEM personalities. If you wish, I could have one of my engineers disassemble its mind state in order to recover memories. This may take several hours, depending upon the algorithm used for laying down synaptic engrams.
I'm afraid time is a critical factor, Mr. Stepford. Is there any way I can do it here?
Oh, there may be. Oh my, yes. I shall transfer you the necessary tool.
Alright, now that we've got the splitter.
What's this splitter for?
CI platform minds are modular, Dr. Regis. Oh my, yes. All are made of 3 components: personality, role, and platform memory. The maid's desire not to tell you likely stems from her personality.
So if she had a different personality,
Something more helpful.
she might tell us what we need to know.
It may not be quite so simple, but that is the foundation of the idea. Oh my, yes.
Where would I find other mind state modules?
Any other platform that runs a communicative interface. It is not simply limited to synthetic platforms. Oh my, no.
Alright,
That's all I need to know for now.
Please.
so we're gonna take it, come over to the food machine. Get a chefy stuff. Come over to the drinks machine. Then, if I recall correctly,
Hello? What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Ooh.
Yes?
I remember something.
What is it?
I'm sorry. The memory module is holographic, but isn't wholly compatible. I need something to help me remember.
You're asking for a bribe?
Oh, Regis.
I just need one of those menmi...
Mnemonics?
Yeah, that's it.
So, something that'd help jog your memory about what happened.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe we could use something from the scene.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
Have a really...
okay, now you can show her the gun. Jesus Christ, that took me forever.
Does this ring any bells?
Oh, yeah. It's what Mr. Gill used when we were all up in the bedroom earlier this evening.
You're worrying too much.
You promised me that you'd gotten out of it.
I have. This was merely a favor for an old friend.
And look where it's gotten you.
They were arguing about something. It sounded big.
Don't you think I know what this could mean? You asked me to talk to that damned cell agent, and I agreed. You see what I do for you?
I know. And I knew you'd do the right thing eventually.
It's not just because it's the right thing, or because you asked. It's because of what it would mean to the whole city.
Mr. Gill was grumpy, but not at Mr. Deko&Krazy so much. Then he asked for some of his special wine.
Chantel, be a dear. Bring me my wine.
This was the lousy stuff they've got in the wine rack.
To law and order.
Yeah, but he puts extra things in his wine as well.
Ah!
Gil, what's wrong?
It must have been my... What is this?
What's what?
Mr. Gill seemed to be real worried about something.
Who are you?
Gil, what are you doing with that gun?
Stay away. Don't come any closer. Ah! No! Get off me! Chantel!
He sounded like he was in trouble.
Get it out of me!
He kept telling me there was something in him. I asked what he meant.
It's inside me. Get in there and get it out!
And the maid's personality. She'd have done anything he asked.
I didn't find anything, though.
So Vanderwall had a hallucinatory freakout.
Sounds like it was whatever he was putting in the wine. We'd better find out what it was.
Oh, I know. I know everything about drinks. Mr. Gill was buying up cheap wine and using wetware to artificially age it.
Wetware?
Yeah, he kept it in the refrigerator.
Ow! Geez, what is that? Can't you hear it?
Yep. That'll do it. What sits in the fridge is a memory module with a strange configuration. Based on what you were told, you're certain this is what the blackmailer was after.
There, the wetware on the middle shelf. It rapidly ages the wine to how it's wanted.
Not anymore, it doesn't. It's been reprogrammed. That memory module's broadcasting a signal. The wetware in the refrigerator's interpreting it as an order to reformat itself.
So it stopped being a wine aid and ended up a powerful hallucinogen?
Looks that way.
You want me to carry it? You look uncomfortable.
Yeah, something about it hurts.
Hey!
We're heading back to cell. A forensics team will be here in a while. Just don't try to make, cook, or clean anything while we're gone, okay?
I got it.
All right.
Oh, you found him.
Apparently this is what Central wanted me to see. Why would it do this? I stopped him.
Charlie.
I promised him I could help, and then it did this to him.
Maybe it's trying to hammer home the message. After all, Central didn't ask you to talk him out of it. It said neutralize.
Why would it be so?
Dr. Regis.
You. Soulless. Callous. I promised him!
His euthanasia was a necessary measure. 75% of the captured bombers have attempted self-immolation in custody. The risk of repeating such an action was unacceptable.
He wouldn't have.
Whatever the case may have been, cell command offices are now safe from...
Central?
Uh-oh.
General alarm.
General alarm. Central functions compromised.
Localized E-war attacks detected within heuristic barrier systems. Systems entering siege mode. All personnel equipped for abstract dynamic countermeasures. Please report to action stations. Repeat.
Abstract dynamics to action stations.
Sounds like I'm needed. Remember, no matter what Central says, you've done a great job today.